I was back to sleep. I almost slept through this shit. Today, baby.
Hershey's milk chocolate with whole almonds. It's mostly a smooth ride with a few delightful bumps.
And some chicken wings. Oh, I'm reading too much into it, ain't I? Hey, Sade.
But our lives are bright. Got my feeling too, yeah.
Y'all like my
I'm
song?
gonna feel alright. I got my party clothes laid out on my bed. Tonight I'm gonna paint the whole town red. I'm in a party mood, yeah. Tell me how about you? Well, somebody come out and party with me tonight. Let's make it do what it do.
Damn, what did I do? I'm up here hitting. I'm sitting up here. This thing is so sensitive. Now. Y'all in the party mood today. But now that it's all over, it's party time. Yeah, I'm stepping out tonight. But our lives are bright. Got my feeling too. Yeah, I'm gonna feel alright. I got my party clothes laid out on my bed. Tonight I'm gonna paint the whole town red. I'm in a party mood, yeah. Tell me how about you? Well, somebody come out and party with me tonight. Let's make it do what it do. I wanna do a little dancing, talk a little noise. I wanna flirt with the women and dine with the boys. Yeah, I wanna hear a lean detail. Yeah, just doing this. How many of y'all have downloaded that song because y'all like it on the show? And some chicken wings. I wanna take some ice cold beer, drink with my tea, call my mother, tell her to say that I'm in. I'm in a party mood, yeah. Tell me how about you? Well, somebody come party with me. Let's make it do what it do. Well, I'm in a party. I'm stepping out tonight. Got my feeling too, yeah. I'm gonna feel alright. Well, I'm gonna roll with the dice. Hey, Jamaica. Wherever they fall, I might feel it up. I'll be ready as soon as this is over. I'll be ready in just a second. Or some hole in the wall. I'm gonna be sharp again. Down low down. Some mother's daughter better look out. 'Cause I'm in a party mood. Yeah. Tell me how about you? Well, Daddy Bear's fine, baby. Oh, that makes me do what it do. Hey, I'm in a party. I'm stepping out tonight.
That is Mr. J. Hammer. And man, he gets much airplay. I bet you there's no job in the world that plays him
If you want to be a winner, then
as
get a
much
turkey football
as
from Subway.
I do. I play him here on the show, and then I play him every day on the radio. I just heard that song one day, and it just got it all in my, you know, yeah. I'll see him on this Saturday in Grenada, Mississippi. That's about 100 miles away from Memphis for a big blues show down in Grenada, Mississippi. I love this song. I do. And many of you are beginning to like the blues because I play it here on the show. And I can put on that big old intro that I got. That just got Memphis talking, and I could put that one on. But I love this. I just love that song. I love good blues. But Lighten, we're gonna let you go and put phase on, baby. Pull a phase on. Then you come up. I don't like folk on my page, and you ain't got no face on. So nothing against you. Just go put a face on. Man, I was back there sleeping. I was. Yeah, you gotta make the trip, man. You was raised on blues. I was back there sleeping, and I was in one of them sleeps where I thought I had already did the midday show. I did. I thought I had did the midday show, and Melanie called me. Asked something crazy. You know how you talk crazy in your sleep? Because I was in one of them good sleeps. See, I sleep with the air conditioner and the fan on. I had balled up in my spot. I had the TV on in the heat of the night. I had to take my glasses off. My phone was in the bed and everything I worked with in the bed. If I get a call, I'd heard a few tings from people uh, getting the bedroom therapy, and it put me into a deeper sleep. But I thought it was about 4, 5 o'clock. Mm. And it was about 10 minutes to 1. Yes, I was dreaming about munchies and stuff. That I woke up and in the heat of the night was on. I've seen every episode of In the Heat of the Night at least 10 times a piece. I don't think there's no episode that I have not seen. But I like looking at it. In the mornings, that's what I look at. As I'm laying in the bed, I could have came up here and got in the recliner, but it was just something about just laying in the bed. I got naked and just balled up in my little corner, put my covers over me, laid on my side. Mm, torture myself how? Oh, yes, naked, baby. Naked, naked. I can't sleep with no clothes. I can't get in the bed with no clothes on. Woo! I was slobbering and thing. And I woke up. I said, damn, girl. What is it, about 4, 5 o'clock? Mm-mm. Man. Because when I got up this morning at 5:30, I was having a good dream, and I put that dream on pause. I got up and did 4 hours on the radio, and it was one of them dreams. Ooh, one of them dreams, girl. Mm. And I heard him when I got off the air at 10. I heard him when I wanted to go to sleep so I could take the dream off of pause. Ooh, and take up where I left off in the dream. It was one of them dreams. I must have hit the pause button right because it didn't, it didn't come back. And I tried to sleep real hard, but the dream wouldn't come back. When I got up, I went and put on one of the first T-shirts I ever had made. I y'all probably can see the letters in with all these lights on there. Um, I used to say on the L that well damn, and people started saying well damn in my Thaddeus Matthews voice, and I printed that shirt well damn in my Thaddeus Matthews voice. I think this is the first T-shirt that I ever had printed. I did a whole lot of shit though. Maybe that dream will come back tonight. Okay, we'll try. Y'all feeling good? You know, I guess. Thank you for wanting one of the shirts, Sade. Um, I just don't be having the time to go and just get all these T-shirts made. And I'll be wanting to invest my money in a bunch of T-shirts that people are not going to buy, like the Thaddeus Matthews T-shirts I wear with my logo on them. You know, I just don't be wanting to. You know, these T-shirts cost me money to have made, but I make them because I always wear my logo. Okay, I always have something on with my logo. I used to do my shows in in suits every day, but hell, I'm at the house. What the fuck I'm gonna put on a suit every day just to be here and just to come on here and be here with you? Uh, Somebody asked me, have you ever known a funeral home to give the family the wrong body? I have. I have. I have. Eric, I grew up. One of the funeral homes that I worked at was a funeral home here called by M.J. Edwards, and at that time, M.J. Edwards was probably doing a volume of about 50 bodies a week. Well, in doing 50 bodies a week, there are going to be a lot of duplicate caskets. And I remember being on a funeral for them, and the casket had been mistagged. Well, this happened more than one time, but I was just thinking about this one particular time. It had been mistagged. And in being mistagged, we put the wrong casket in the hearse. I didn't know the lady, but it was a lady. And we set her up for the funeral, the visitation going on. And somebody walk. That don't look like old man. I'm just saying that's a name. I don't remember what the name was. She sure done lost a whole lot of weight. Lord, that sickness really got to her, didn't it? Lord Jesus. Look like she done lost about 100 pounds. So the family comes in. Because the family just saw her the day before at the funeral. It got to be ugly. It did. It did. It did. It got to be ugly. That ain't my motherfucking mama. That ain't my mama. You ain't my mama. I look too. That your mama? Yeah, she did say that shit in church. That ain't my motherfucking mama. Is that mama y'all? That ain't mama y'all, is it? So I said, is that mama? So they ended up with a free funeral. But I remember one more, and then I'm going to let y'all alone. Because y'all get me to send I got so many stories in life. We have funerals on Saturdays. Monday morning, we would go to the cemetery a lot of time. So I drive the hearse. I was a hearse driver. We done put, when I get to the funeral home, they've already put the body in the hearse. Because I wouldn't get there, she said 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we got a long line. These good church people, too. Long line on a Monday morning. I'm just cruising on to the cemetery. The escorts out there. I'm just cruising. Well, we had radios. All the drivers and everybody. And the thing comes across Edgar Miller. Everybody cut your radios off but Thaddeus. I said, what the fuck? I said, what's up, Edgar? And we almost to the cemetery. You got the wrong damn body. I said, I ain't got the wrong damn body. I didn't put the bodies in the casket. You got the right flowers. But you got the wrong casket. Where you at? I said, I'm going up Horn Lake Road. Now, I didn't drive no limousine, Nina. That was for the peons at the funeral home. They said I didn't have the right type of attitude to drive the limousine because I be telling folks, hurry up, let's go. You know, I can't eat up all the goddamn chicken at one time. You know, I hate repasses. So I got the wrong body. About 40 cars behind me. It's a preacher's mama. I'm a block from the cemetery. So he asked me, what you gonna do? He said, we bring in the other body. We get another hearse. Bring in the golden teens. Did y'all hear them teens? That was them teens I be talking about. Let me cut it off. We got another hearse. I said, well, I can't switch hearses in front of the people. I said, okay, here's the idea. Meet me. You got a hearse just like the one I'm driving? Meet me in the cemetery. take the back way, I'm going to slow the procession down. I'm going to turn on some music in the hearse. Let's see if I can find the song. It was a quartet song. Let me see if I can find it. I said, let me just blow it out. Wait. Let me see if I can find the song I played. See if I can find it. I thought they're letting this blare out the hearse. The speakers on the hearse. I started playing that. I turned the speakers on in the hearse. I slowed the procession down. I radioed the cars. There's a family crying. They boo-hooing in here. I said, good. Lord have mercy. I got it blaring. When we pull into the cemetery, I've already called here to find out where the grave is. Speaker playing, still playing. So I pull off while they're crying, going to the grave. The guy's already taken the body out. So I've gone down. So they up there crying. I go down to the grave. I get all the flowers out. And let him take my hearse. And we go on with the funeral. But they're just crying. They're boo-hooing. Mama! We'll see you again, Mama! We'll see you again, Mama! We'll see you again, Mama! And they never knew that we had switched on them. Whoa! We'll see. She gone! She gone! Whoa! Whoa! She gone! Well, it just... And I'm saying it's going to be all right, children. I said it's going to be all right. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That's a quartet song. That ain't specialized song. I just knew what to play. You gonna see your mama again. And as I lowered the casket into the ground, bye-bye, mama. Bye-bye, mama. Oh. Yeah, you say a few notes wrong. You sang with the song. Have to keep it calm. And I shake my head too. Oh, we'll meet again. Y'all gonna see your mama again. Sure will. Oh, Jesus. That's the Canton Spiritual. It's out of Canton, Mississippi. And oh shit. We'll meet again. I had see y'all done messed up my whole where I was going on the show. Because I was trying to think of another song uh, when I decided to play that one. And this one I almost played. This a killer. They'd have jumped on over in the grave with Mama if I had put this one on there. If I had put this one on, if I had put that one on, they'd have been wallowing in the dirt. Let me think, I need to call that family. I ain't talked to them. Mama! Why you leave me, Mama? Get out, Mama! Get out! What you want to say, son? Giggle Bunny, I did the Bobo's sister's funeral. Come on, come on. That was, I couldn't find that song in the hearse. That's the reason I didn't play that one. What you want to do? Woo! Y'all don't know nothing about this, though. You don't play this at no funeral. And the casket's still open. Giggle Bunny, I did that funeral. I was on that funeral. I buried all the Bobos that were dead. They paid cash for their funeral. Lord have mercy. Now you don't play that on your way out the funeral. Out the funeral. You never get out. They falling all in the aisles and shit. You play that at a real spiritual funeral or a real bored funeral. Woo! I better cut that off. Some of y'all be ready to get dressed and go to the funeral home. Lay me out. If you got a preacher funeral and that song plays and you don't preach, you can't preach. My relatives always fainted during the final viewing. See, that's the reason they cut, most funeral homes have cut out you viewing the casket, viewing the dead people's after the sermon. Okay. You get through a funeral better. According to who it is, though. When you view going in. But that viewing after the sermon and everybody wants to stop and pat on you and shit. It gonna be all right, baby. She wouldn't want you to cry. I never did like this shit. All right, I'm back to the program. Ooh, let me call them peoples from yesterday. I've been sleeping. Let me see if they did anything I told them to do. What y'all think? Do you think them people did what I told them to do? Yeah, we tell mama to get up. Now we looking at you better not get your ass up at this box shit. Speak to me, mama. Your mama got all that super glue on her lips. I know your mama ain't gonna open her mouth and say nothing. Yeah, if you need anything, I'm right here, baby. You know my number. Mom's funeral. So yeah, they do that in Louisiana. The casket's open the whole funeral. Mama, just get up one more time. I said, not when my ass standing up here. Shit. Get up, mama. Say something to me. But it's always the folk that didn't do nothing for the folk when they was living that act the biggest fool at the funeral. Mama, you done left me. You gone, mama. And I know that the dead people could speak to him. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gone. Shit. You didn't do shit for me when I'm living. You always was saying I was worrying you. When I asked you to go get me some water, you asked me, do you have enough water now? When I asked you to give me the remote to look at the TV, and you know I'm sick, is that the channel you want? That's the way you motherfuckers act after the people dead.
Hello?
Fiona, this Thaddeus. How are you today, baby?
I'm good.
Did
We,
you what?
this
Tell me what's
morning,
going
we
on.
had to call them. They called the other funeral home, and they called me because Victoria went out for the phone. And when they called me, I recorded it. And Pam Miller, she called them and told him that they can come pick up the body, but they wanted us to pay $450 because we called them to pick them up. I told them what you said. I said, no, because the police called. We're not paying no $450. So he said, well, let me call you back. So then when they called me back, she said, well, they can come get the body free of charge. I just want this mess over. So we went down there, and they on their way to go pick up the body.
So, do you see what calling Thaddeus Matthews gets done?
I know. I didn't know what to do. That's why I thought I got to call Patty. Now, I didn't know what to do, so that's why I had sent you a message. And I didn't know if I was doing it right or not because I never, I had to call you. That's why I said I just got to do it because that girl kept telling me, see, I just want my mama. That's all. I just want my mama. I said, that's all right. I'm going to call Patty. That's who I'm going to call. And I thank you so much. Thaddeus, I owe you so much. I thank you. So we can finally breathe. So we're going to do a funeral next Saturday to get a family time to come in. But Christian brothers, they going to do it.
Remind me during the week when the funeral is, and
Okay.
I want to come by the funeral. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
I'll come next Saturday. I'm in town. Yeah, I'm in town next Saturday. Uh, just remind me. I'd like to come by and meet you and meet Victoria. Is it Victoria Veronica? What's her name?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Okay.
So they call Christians and and told them they want 450, and then you told them what I told you, and
That we
it's
wasn't going to pay the 450. And then they said they can come get it free of charge because they want the mess to be over.
well, I'm glad I'm glad you got her mama. She said she just want her mama.
That's what she said. She said, I just want my mama. Because she could get to the point she didn't even know if the body was there because the way they were acting.
Mm-hmm.
Then they wouldn't even talk to her. Then we went over there and they wouldn't even open the door. And it was just real crazy. So she was beginning to think, maybe they don't even have the body. And I kept telling her they got the body because they want the money.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just, we went washing. And when we went washing, because my dryer was out. So when we went to wash, she was just walking around. And she just had this weird look. said, well, send him a message. He gonna call you back. I said, okay. I'm trying to figure out how to do it so I do it the right way. And then I told her, because she sat up there and she watched. And she sat up there and she told me, she said, Victoria, you did good. Because, you know, Victoria, she gets a disability check also. And her mom, you know, used to, you know, do some things she had no business doing. And, you
Mm-hmm.
know, her kids, you know, they were, you know, some of them were kind of sickly, which Victoria was one of the ones that was sickly. But
Mm-hmm.
she, you know, can take care of her mom. And so she did. So you just don't know how much I thank you, Daddy. So we
Well,
really didn't know because the rest of the family wasn't trying to help her, wasn't trying to do nothing. So
okay.
it was just me and her.
So, are you all have the money in place to take care of the funeral with Christian?
Well, we got half of it this week, and then by next week, hopefully we're gonna have the other half because we have to pay it 2 days before the funeral.
Right. That's the normal procedure. How much they charging you?
1850.
That's a fair price. Where you burying uh, the mother at?
We're gonna have a cremated.
Okay. 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 But are you all having a service?
Yes, sir. We're gonna have the service at Greater Gethsemane Missionary Baptist Church. It's off of Castelia, 1656 Castelia.
Okay. Please remind me,
Oh,
and I'd like to come by.
okay, I
Okay.
will.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you got that done, baby.
I thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, bye.
Okay. Another case solved. That bothered me. Um, that they're going there, and they know. It's they know I don't play. Don't let no funeral home hustle you. Okay. Don't let no funeral home hustle you. But please, as I was telling you all last night, get your business in order. Okay. Get your business in order. And you know, we laughed, but I knew that the young lady had a disability yesterday. And just speaking with her. And they were ready to take total advantage of this family. Because, like I said, I've been around the funeral business since I was a lad of a child. And some of the things that I was hearing, I knew were not right. And I knew the hustle. I knew from working at NJ Ford and Sons Funeral Home what they do and what can happen with you. Again, the most important thing you can do at the time of death is to shop the prices. Every funeral home is mandated by the Federal Trade Commission to have an itemized list of their service. Which one was your mama married to? But as I told you yesterday, when death occurs, okay, you're temporarily insane. And especially if you have never had to immigrate, okay, who was your mama? Uh, if you've never had to deal with death, okay, if you've never had to deal with death, Ty Pettis, that ain't even what I'm talking about. Bye, get off my page. I know your mama Cassandra. Do I? What's your mama's last name? Don't let the funeral home hustle you. If you've never dealt with death, if you've never dealt with death, do not go to a funeral home by yourself because you're going to get hustled. I mean, know your mama. You going to get hustled. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Funeral homes are in the business to make money. Every time the phone rings, as I stated the other day, they want somebody, they want it to be a dead call. So I'm glad that that family was able to get the satisfaction. What happened to J.O. Patterson Funeral Home? They out of business. It's strange to say that the son of J.O. Patterson, I saw I saw him on the site just a minute ago. The building that J.O. Patterson Funeral Home was in is now a new chapel for R.S. Lewis Funeral Home. Many of us, many of us, many of our black funeral homes that we originally thought were black are now white owned funeral homes. They bought our names and things of that nature. Jail Palace is just non existent. Jail Palace's funeral home uh, was a funeral home that I worked in as a small child. Well, as a young man, not small child. I may have been at Jail Palace's in '76, Leslie, I don't know. Um, but I've worked for most of the major black funeral homes in Memphis. Um, I grew up doing that. I grew up working in funeral homes. But always, if it's not a funeral home that you have been dealing with or your family has been dealing with, shop. Let your mama, your kinfolk, your son, whoever it is, stay in the morgue. Okay? Stay in the morgue. If your loved one dies in the hospital, every hospital has a morgue. Do not allow the funeral home to pressure you. Let me tell you something else that's happening in hospitals. There are companies that are called tissue banks, and they want your tissue to use for science and use whatever they use tissue for. Now, donating your body to science and getting your tissue is two different things. Many times in the hospital, when your loved one passes on, they ask you, will you donate his or her tissue to science? You call up in the moment and you say yes. Yes, Snow Funeral Home is black owned. You say yes. They take all of the tissue off the body. When the funeral home gets the body, you're nothing but flab. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't giving none of the signs. They damn sure don't want these eyes. They There's a heart bothering me, so I ain't gonna give it to nobody. Okay. I ain't giving them nothing. Okay. I'm going on back to wherever I went with what I came here with. You ain't gonna cut and dissect on me. It's gonna be enough to be embalmed. But please understand the difference in tissue and organ donations. And if you already sick and everything falling out on you, why you gonna give it to somebody else? They gonna just throw it away. If you got a bad heart now, ain't nothing to do with your heart, and you dead. If it didn't work for you, it ain't gonna work for nobody else. Hospice care have to follow the same rules when someone passes away? I don't know which rules you're talking about. Because a person is in hospice does not mean that you as the next of kin loses your rights. Okay? Does not mean that. So you still, as next of kin, still maintain all of your rights. Okay? I'm not going to be your experiment after I die. And you trying to get my eyes, hell, they ain't working for me. So what you going to get? What you going to get? If you want, ask me something real quick. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. You better do it now. 901 231 9239. 901 231 9239. NJ Ford did not want the smoke that they were about to get. Do some take it away, even if the family say no. No, unless you sign paperwork. That's your stuff.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, who is this?
Hi there, sir. My name is Kathy. I'm not selling anything. We are reaching out to families looking to cancel their timeshare membership. Would this information interest you, sir?
Ma'am, are you a live person? Or
Yes, I am a live person.
what makes you think I have
Do I, sir,
a timeshare?
I'm a volunteer, okay? And the screen comes up. I only volunteer like 4 hours a week, and the screen comes up. There's no information on how you got this. You might have gone on a tour one time on a timeshare presentation or whatever. This company, it's called AMS Corp, helped me get rid of 3 timeshares that were a nightmare.
Ma'am,
And so,
ma'am,
I mean, they've done a lot of
ma'am,
good work. But anyways, I'm
ma'am,
just giving you the
I,
information, and if
ma'am,
somebody comes up
ma'am,
and
ma'am, I've never taken a tour of a timeshare. So where'd you get my number from? And you
so
have my,
then probably
oh,
somebody else had this number prior to you that had, are you
do,
Mr.
do,
Matthews?
yes, I am Mr. Matthews. I've had this number that you're calling me on over 30
Uh-huh.
years.
Well,
Okay.
then somebody submitted this, dear. I have no clue. I have no clue. I'm just giving the information that the consumer has a right to cancel the doggone timeshare, and that's it, dear. And then somebody will call you back, one of the legal reps, and then tell you how you can do it. That's all I'm doing.
Well,
Alrighty, and I apologize for bothering you. You have a blessed day, sir.
yes, ma'am. And you live on TV. Oh, hung up fucking something. You ain't no goddamn timeshare. I've had this, my personal number. I have had this number damn near 30 years, if not longer. I've also wanted to change it, but it's one of those numbers that is so easy to remember. Okay. I've heard of someone stealing a person's ring off a dead. It happens. It happens. First of all, your relatives, when they die, before they are removed from your house or from a room, um, you should make sure that all the jewelry is gone. Okay. Should make sure that there is no jewelry, no wedding rings, no nothing. Take everything off of there. If they got dentures, let the dentures go on, because they can put the dentures in their mouth to to fill the face back out. So, okay, to remove the gold teeth, I've heard of it happening. I've never seen nobody just actually take uh, take the gold. But I've seen some crazy things happen in funeral homes. Okay. I've seen I've seen some things. Oh, I've seen some things. Okay. All right. I did not even get into my subject of where is the rage, and I wanted to deal with, and I may just deal with it this evening, with the tragic death of a 7-year-old here in Memphis. This young kid was out with some other kids shooting firecrackers, and some lowlights drove by. Um, and just opened fire. Drive-by shooting. Some ladies and some children. All of them got away except this kid. He had a boot on his foot from where he cut his foot. He's the 10th child that has been murdered this year. I think he's the youngest. 10 children have been murdered. There is no outcry other than the family. And my show is to be about where is the rage? Have we become so numb to what is going on that we don't even get excited, we don't even care anymore? We just don't care. We hear it so much on the news that we're numb to it because we just don't care. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know the reason that we're doing the things that we're doing. I don't comprehend how you as a shooter, you see other shooters get caught and go to prison. I don't understand how you put your own self in that own bag. That you know you're going to get caught. You ain't no hitman. Because a hitman flies in, flies out. You go home to Big Mama's house. You live right up the street, around the corner. You don't leave Memphis. I don't understand. That's what I was going to talk about. Maybe I'll go in more depth and detail with that. I don't know what we can do. We have a new police director that this community has not heard from. I'm reading now in South Carolina, two boys ages 8 and 9 charged with shooting and killing a South Carolina retiree who was just riding on his tractor. I have no idea how to stop it. I have ideas on how to slow it down, how to deter. But this city, this country, is in bad shape. Where is the outcry? Where's the rage? Guess I'll talk about it at 7. God has given us up to a reprobate mind. Our 8 and 9-year-old year olds are becoming killers. Over 100 some people were killed this weekend, 4th of July weekend nationwide. Someone asked, where does all the hate come from? 150, okay. I don't know where all the hate comes from. What has happened to the hearts and minds of people? Chicago, you had your biggest weekend of murder this week. You almost want to stay in your house. I don't leave home unless I have to. Studios are here. If I want, go give me some good something to eat. So I go get me some something to eat, and I come on back. You can't enjoy life anymore. You know, I don't know what the answer is. This city is in a state of emergency. That's the reason I travel now, just to get away from this city. I can't say that we're living in the last days. I don't know when the last days are. God just turned his back. He said, you won't trust him, you won't serve him. But I stay here in the house. And when I'm out, I call myself prepared for whatever may happen. But here's a 7-year-old. They told him, go get right there and shoot your firecrackers right over there in his own yard. And here come some guys in a car and just open up on them. You came riding out the expressways without the fear of somebody shooting you. I'm much more comfortable in my Cadillac than I am in my purple truck. In my purple truck, everybody knows who I am. Ain't no mistake. That's the cousin pastor. That's Thaddeus Matthews. Let's take a shot at him. In my Cadillac, it's too many Cadillacs like mine for you to notice me. But I drive a truck with my picture all upside the truck. We're in some awful times. We're living in some awful times. Our leadership is not the leadership that wants to fight the crime in the city. They talk about it, but they don't implement anything. Then I asked a question the other day, nothing to go, and so I give me something to eat. I got some chicken wings in there, uh, like Jay Hammer says. Um, in saying that I will run for mayor of the city of Memphis, I have to wonder, is it worth it? Will people support it? Because they're the one he made $171,000 a year. Is it worth it? Or does the hate that basically I see as a personality that I saw as having a church building, does it transcend into a political race? I have to wonder. I have to wonder. I don't know. We'll talk about it at 7 p.m. I'm gonna give me something to eat, and what time is it? Yeah, I can turn on Blue Bloods right now. Those of you who have not gotten your product, get your product. Get your product. Okay? Okay. There are places that have been open at night, restaurants, that they close at night. We'll talk about it at 7. I ain't got home, bro. Are you scared? Think that's a good title. Are you too scared to live? Are you too scared to live? Well, like you said, you have instilled in you same thing as instilled in you as that was instilled to you as a child. Many of these young folk ain't had nothing instilled. Let me write that subject down because I didn't forget it. Are you too scared to live? All right. Carjacking is, yeah, it is ridiculous. They mess around and carjacked an off-duty police officer the other day. They didn't call him. Carletta, tune into the goddamn show and see. We can't send them to Alcatraz from Memphis, all from Mississippi. Are you too scared to live? That's what we'll talk about at 7 p.m. Until then.